Marshall.
And this week on RJTV, a look into the robotics team.
We hear about campus accessibility.
And an announcement from 2 of your SUCO presidents.
And a Christmas segment from Will and Will.
And it's all happening here, right now, on RJTV.
Skylar, I hear you have some big news for our student body.
That's right, Caitlin, but it would only be right for me to do it with my co-prez.
Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah, you've been replaced.
Here, Marcy, you can have her.
Hey guys.
What's up? It's your SUCO prez. So Marzi, hit it.
Seniors, it's here. The moment you've all been waiting for. The senior ski trip. Get your tickets. We're selling tickets today at Academic Support or next week at Academic Support. Or you can find Miss Spike at lunch and buy from her.
And we have door decorating competition is in full swing, so grab your favorite class and decorate a door. We will be judging it December 12th. Prizes will be given to the best classes in the GD and the BD. And then on Thursday, we are having a cookie decorating competition in the girls division, and then Friday, another one in the boys division. So be there. Happy holidays!
Yes.
Oh, Caitlin, I'm back.
Oh, nice of you to join me.
Yeah, you're so lucky.
But I guess I'm not lucky enough to catch one of those t-shirts out of the t-shirt cannon at the Unified Pep Rally.
Luckily, the brains behind the cannon want you to be a part of their team. So here's Caden Proctor and Owen Kabibi with their story.
Robotics is one of the premier programs Regis Jesuit offers. Competitions like First Robotics gives creative students an escape from the classroom and an outlet to showcase their skills.
The First Robotics competition has been set up as a way to give high school students be outside of classes but make use of a lot of the skills that they develop in math, physics, and science classes in general.
Basically what we do, design, build, and program and wire all these types of robots here. And what they're for is we compete at regional First Robotics competitions.
I think it's a great opportunity for kids to be supported by staff, teachers, engineers who are not doing the work themselves, but are at least guiding them.
The club builds a variety of robots, each with a different specialty.
So this is our t-shirt cannon that you've probably seen at many of our football games. And one by one at the football games in the student section. Here we have a competition robot.
Everybody's invited. I mean, we've got kids coming on to the team, you know, the teams that are freshmen.
I just started robotics freshman year.
I've been part of some robotics teams from my middle school, but nothing very big.
It's really fun. I've learned a lot so far.
I love the students and the mentors, and I think they're doing a really great job. I'd say definitely come for sure. It doesn't matter your experience level. We've got great teachers.
When I was a freshman coming in here, I've really found a good friend group. Along with that, I've learned how to, build robots, mostly programming robots and design. What I'll probably take with me into my future is just kind of the skills in the software development process that I've learned.
This is Hayden Proctor
And Owen Kabibi
for RJTV.
Thanks, Hayden and Owen.
We have a beautiful campus, but some of our fellow classmates getting around isn't as easy. Here's RJTV reporters Kylie Pendleton and Isabella Vickers with more.
Have you ever helped someone with crutches down the stairs, or even held the door open for someone struggling with their books? Handicap accessibility is an ongoing problem around our Regis Jesuit campus, and we talk to students and teachers about what is being done and what needs to be done.
I was in a car accident, and I suffered a spinal cord injury.
And they found lesions, which is inflammation of the brain, and so it makes the nervous system in your body not be able to send the signals, which makes your body not work because it doesn't have the signals.
Right now, there are still many difficulties associated with getting around campus.
Probably getting down to the green area and the park and everything, because inside the buildings it's pretty accessible. But once you get outside, then it's hard.
The ramp in the girls division is extremely steep. I can't push myself down it or up the ramp. I'd need someone's assistant to do that.
Like all the outside doors don't have handicap buttons, so we always have to wait till someone comes to help us, or I like struggle pulling her wheelchair through the doors. If she had a class in the back or something like that, we'd automatically be late every time because it takes us so long to get up the ramp, outside, down a ramp, behind the building, back in the building, down the elevator, you know.
And then getting from the pack to the boys division from the girls division is just incredibly difficult. There's no sidewalk connecting all of the buildings.
Even so, the administration is actively working to make our campus more accessible, and students have a few suggestions of how to do so.
To my knowledge, the past few years we've added some ramps to the north side of the Steel Center and towards the girls division.
Although there is a lot to be done around campus still, what the physical aspects of the campus can't make up for is what the hearts of the community can.
What's up, Raiders? Sam Stern, Jake Stewart, my good friend. You're going to see both of us on RJTV tomorrow morning. Go to the YouTube page. It's called RJ Media. Plus Patrick Carlson, Jack Fate, Sophia Marsnick, Coleman Morris, and Ethan Poland joining the crew today. They're going to be doing some boys basketball for you. Make sure to tune in on social media, and we have a couple other guests coming on the show a little bit later. Jake, we're going to start with this Regis Jesuit basketball team, led by two stars known as Avery Van Sickle and Jada Moore, both coming off of 20-point games. Avery with 29 and Jada with 20. Talk to me.
Yeah, they talked about it. This Raiders team, they start the season off 2-0. They even got a win in our BTR game, if you will. Nick Bales was honored there. It was our foundation game against the Arapahoe over at Arapahoe High School to start things off for both of these teams. The Raiders since then have gone 2-0. Started the season off strong, as you talked about, Sam. Most recently, they did win the game against Doherty 64-44, and they 48, and beat Mullen 62-55. They're coming off a 23-4 season. Sam, they ended off last year losing in the semifinals to Grandview High School. How did they build on that this year? That's my question. That's what a lot of people are asking this year, but so far, so good for the Raiders.
Yeah, it's a big question going into this season, but Jake, as we've been talking about, in the aftermath of losing Francesca Belibi, a 22-13 player, she's at Stanford now, but Sam Jones has taken her position, Jake, and to tell you the truth, there hasn't been that much of a fall-off, especially on the defensive end where she has been magnificent.
That's right, the Raiders really have not shown any signs of weakness since the loss of Francesca Belivi. And Sam, we talked about players stepping up. You see the young players, the two new freshmen this year stepping up, as well as, you mentioned it already, Sam Jones stepping up. Last season, Sam, only 7 points and 4 rebounds already so far this year, averaging 13 points and 7 rebounds. They're going to need her all season long. I'd call it a secret weapon.
And Jake, we talked about this at the foundation game. Sam Jones has added that three-point jumper to her game big time. Jada Moore, Avery Van Sickle, two really good three-point shooters. If you have Sam Jones hitting threes on a consistent level and you have that trio firing on all cylinders, Jake, I would go as far as saying they could win the championship.
That's right, and even better, talk about an exciting game. We have Northwestern scouts here.
We do.
Avery Van Sickle, so
yes.
Exciting. Jada Moore is already committed. So much talent on this team this year. For the Raiders, despite losing Francesca Belivi, as you mentioned, 22 points and 13 rebounds. Damn, it looks like we're just as good this year.
Yeah, definitely a tough loss with Francesca, but we're happy to see them here, and we're excited that we're taking on Holy Family. It's the Catholic matchup, as we've been calling it, Jake, and we're so excited we get to bring it to you on the Raider Sports Network. Again, we're not broadcasting the boys' basketball game. We are doing this one for you instead, but Ethan Poland and Coleman Morris are covering it on Instagram and Twitter. Go check their updates for score. They're playing a fiery Rangeview team who just won a 112-29 dub against Prairie View 2 days ago.
Wow.
They are talented.
Unbelievable. Big win there. Raiders trying to get a big win here. 30 seconds till tip-off. Thanks for tuning into our pregame show. We'll be back in just a moment.
We will. For Sam Stern, Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson, Jack Fade, and Sophia Marsnick, my Sam Stern. My name is Sam Stern. We'll see you in 10 minutes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Regis Jesuit High School, where the Holy Family Tigers take on your Regis Jesuit Raiders. At this time, we ask you to please stand and face the flag for our national anthem, sung by McKenna Elman. Oh, say
Sam, before we get back into it real quick, I gotta point out, I just caught Tootsie Roll. Oh my goodness, just caught another Tootsie Roll. These players out here as they get announced here pre-warm-ups are throwing out some candy, hitting some fans out here. Getting a little violent, Sam. I seen a couple parents get hit, but I caught 2 Tootsie Rolls. Here you go, one for you.
Oh, thank you, I appreciate it. Gosh, don't hit me, don't hit me. Okay, good, we're all good.
She's got a name, on the shot too. That's Sam Jones
goodness.
right there.
So people, we got our starting lineups coming to you right now. Again, we're at Regis Jesuit High School in the girls division for this broadcast. We are so excited that you decided to spend your evening here with us on the Raider Sports Network. Again, Sam Stern, Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson, Jack Fate, and our wonderful RSN crew are here to bring you an exciting game of Regis Jesuit basketball, Jake, and it should be a fun one.
Yeah, that's right, Sam. We didn't really get a chance to give you the briefing on this Holy Family team. They opened the season with a 49-35 loss at Arapahoe, followed it up with a 41-32 loss against Fossil Ridge, and most recently a 43-32 win over Pine Creek. Leading the team is junior Alyssa Wells, averaging 10 points, 3 assists, 4 steals, and 3 rebounds. Cecilia Anarod as well, 6 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 points. Sam, they're coming off a 21-4 season, one of the best seasons in Holy Family history. But they lost Izzy Wren, their senior, 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists she averaged.
Your starters for Regis: Jada Moore, committed to Kansas State; Avery Van Sickle, Madden McHugh, Sam Jones, and the freshman, Nia McKenzie. And the Regis Jesuit Raiders win the tip, and we're seeing Madden McHugh come up the court. Giving it to Avery Van Sickle, fake to the left. Here comes Nia McKenzie. She already lost a shoe when the game just started. They got to call a side out. Wow, what a way to start, Jake. A lost shoe.
Crazy. I mean, Tootsie Rolls and now the shoes. I mean, what more could you ask for at the start of our first home broadcast for the girls basketball this year? So excited.
And a sub already. Kate Lord coming into the game, and another junior coming into the game.
Kate Lord, another multi-sport athlete here at Regis. She just came off the field hockey. Big job for them this year. They got all the way to the state championship, tried to go for the second straight year. Very close.
Avery Van Sickle thought about three, instead gets it over to Jada Moore. Over to Madden McHugh. First three of the game. Got it!
What a way to start things here off. Raiders trying to improve their home records of 147 wins and 18 losses, Sam.
What a play there. And that one, almost an and one. Almost got that squeezed in there, Jake. What a pass inside. Foul on Sam Jones, her first.
That's right. They're getting their star player going. That's that's Alyssa Wells. That's number 23. They're getting her going. Nice pass down there in front.
Definitely a good one. They're going to need plenty of those against this scrappy Regis Jesuit Raiders squad, as that first free throw is up and no good.
And story to watch here tonight is sister of Izzy Hren. We talked about her graduating earlier, the star of this team for a long time. Her sister Daniela, a junior tonight, coming off the bench.
That first free throw is good for Holy Family. This game just starting 3-1. Madden McHugh hit that first basket for the Raiders. She is a sniper. Watch her from the top side. Avery Van Sickle, Northwestern, is here to watch her. She's solid. She had 29 points last matchup, and an offensive foul on her as she gets called for the push-off, Jake.
You just can't do that anymore nowadays in any sport. It could be, any level. It could be high school, it could be college, it could be NBA. We see it all sorts of levels now. The little push-off, just as simple as it is, easy call for the refs.
Tough one there for the Raiders, but here comes Holy Family. Dylan Sanders with the ball a second ago. Over to Tyler Whitlock. Got blocked by Sam Jones. Back inside. Great passing by Holy Family. Top of the key jumper.
That's Alyssa Wells, the star player. She gets the roll there on the three-pointer. Getting things going. The leading scorer for this team, averaging 10 points, 3 assists and 4 steals. Already a crucial three-pointer there to give her team the lead.
Madden McHugh takes it all the way and gets it slapped out of her hands. Great defense there. That was, again, 32. Kasila Anarad with great defense.
So a quick start for Holy Family, Sam. They're not backing down against this Regis Jesuit Raiders team, already undefeated so far, entering this young season.
Sam Jones over the top to Avery Van Sickle. Pull-up jumper.
That's her shot.
No good. She's 0-1 to start. Sam Jones, the offensive board. Jada Moore, cross court. Almost a turnover.
Great hands there by Tyler Whitlock, the junior, coming out of nowhere.
And I'm really impressed with the tenacity of this other team, Holy Family, on the defensive end, Jake. Very impressed.
You know who they remind me a lot of, Sam? Not just because of that purple, but Boulder. We just saw the other day.
100%.
Very aggressive team, playing just like that is Holy Family right now.
Madden McHugh calling for Jada Moore. Jada Moore, the second leading scorer on this team, gets rejected at the rim.
That's Alyssa Wells once again, the star player of this team.
And then Madden McHugh trying to get the steal. No good. Tyler Whitlock, pass inside with the left. Kasila Anarad, easy left-handed layup, timeout Raiders. What a pass.
What a start here for the Tigers, coming on the Regis' turf, the court, with a 6-3 early lead. What a start for Holy Family.
How about that passing, Jake? I've seen a lot of teams go up against Regis. Highlands Ranch is one that I would put in their own category because they're excellent every year. But this team, Jake, the way they have come out against this Raiders team, not only offensively, but defensively, their tenacity on the defensive end. They are following the ball and following their player.
That's right. This is a team, Sam, they won 21 games last year, so they're not afraid. They lost their star player just like the Raiders did, but they're coming out of this game, coming out strong, coming out aggressive, and Coach Matty already having to use his first time out.
And then as we mentioned earlier, we aren't doing boys basketball tonight, but we're getting some updates from head coach Matt Dar of the Regis Jesuit varsity baseball team, coming off a state championship. He's going to be giving us some updates throughout the night. Regis is up 6-0 with 3:45 left to go in the first. We'll keep you updated as the game goes on.
Wow. Upset alert, and it's only the first
quarter,
alert. Sam.
It could be a big one.
An Overland game, and this time a little fourth quarter action.
Yeah, and a first win of the season, possibly. How about Madden another three?
She wants it.
Sam Jones, one-handed board, got it!
She's there all day long. We talked about it, Sam. 13 points, 7 rebounds already this season. Second offensive rebound of the game right there.
Great offensive rebound by Sam Jones. The Regis Jesuit Raiders, their defense is great. Another pass inside, bounce pass.
Nice job
Great
by Holy
defense
Family
by
breaking
Jada.
the press, but a nice steal by Jada Moore.
Takes it all the way, misses. They're going to call it, and that did look like a travel, Jake. I think that maybe a kick out on that one to Avery might have been a little bit smarter.
I agree. I thought some sort of foul could have been there, but no call there. Jada Moore wanted it. Travel is the call.
Gets it over to Whitlock.
Trying to break this press. The Raiders have done a good job so far, but so has Holy Family.
Wow, talk about a high arcer. Oh, my goodness. And she was making every shot she took during warm-ups.
Jada Moore raising that right hand. She wanted it.
Almost
Puts
a
it
steal.
right in the hands of the Holy Family.
Crossover, Van Sickle, push off. No good. So she's 0 of 2 to start. They need her firing at all cylinders. Overhead pass. What a pass in transition. This team is unbelievable on the offensive end. Amarad scores again.
What a start for her. Already 2 blocks in this game and 2 points. Getting on the board there.
Madden McHugh had a mid-range jumper if she would have chosen to take it. Avery Van Sickle, how about a 3? Thought about it. Being smart.
She has freshman McKenzie open. Pass it there, trying to get it to Sam Jones.
Turnover.
The left-handed phenom. The weapon of this team, that's Sam Jones.
And Whitlock is going to be fouled going to the basket by Madden McHugh. It will be baseline out of bounds. So, Jake, we're seeing an aggressive team come at the Raiders repeatedly as we see 2 subs come onto the court for the Raiders, number 1 and number 4. That's Savriti Jackson, also a freshman. And then London Bachelet, who's a sophomore. She's 5'3", a guard. She could shoot it. So can Whitlock, but she misses that time. And here comes Avery Van Sickle in transition, Jake.
Look for number 1, Savici Jackson, in only her 3rd game of the season. She's shown her presence already in the corner.
Crossover, turnover. This Holy Family defense is lethal. Here comes Holy Family.
The Raiders trying to answer back on the defensive end. They have not been aggressive enough, Sam.
Over the top. How about a wide open 3? No good.
In and out there. That's Alyssa Wells, the leading scorer. Got a box out.
Over the top, Sam Jones. Easy. Great over the top pass to Avery Van Sickle. She's not only going to give you scoring, Jake, but she can pass it too.
And Sam Jones, shooting threat this year, Sam. She's a force to be reckoned with.
Holy Family trying to get it up the court. They finally do. Fake the pass to the outside. Avery Van Sickle stole it from her.
They got numbers.
And a turnover.
Right back to Wells, one-on-one right now with Van Sickle. Toss it up.
No good. Tough for Wells. They could have used that one. Regis down 7-8 with 3:19 left to go in the first.
Sam Jones screaming down low. They got it to her too late, Sam.
Let's see what Sam Jones does here. A little behind the back action. Screen and roll with Jada Moore coming down the baseline. She stepped out.
She had London Bachelet, this sophomore, in the corner, wide open, decided to take it herself. Turns the ball over, Sam. So the Raiders not passing the ball up enough this game. We've already seen a couple instances with Van Sickle, and that time Jada Moore. So 2 of the older players on this team, Sam.
And number 10, Kate Lord, checking back in. And Jake, I'm really impressed with Holy Family because the fact that they were able to read that they knew Jada Moore was going to go down that baseline. She didn't have any room. They forced her out.
That's right. They've done a great job on the Raiders press all game long. Finally, the Raiders getting a steal there. Throwing it into Sam Jones. She's got some size. Throwing the ball right away there is the Raiders. Another turnover, Sam.
And Holy Family forcing Avery Van Sickle to do something with the ball as they had everybody covered on the court, and it's going to be another timeout. This one for Holy Family. So, Jake, we're seeing an offense in Regis Jesuit who's normally firing on all cylinders when possible. We're seeing them completely trapped every single time they come down the court by Holy Family. They're forcing them to go down to the baseline and forcing them out of bounds because they have no options going down the baseline. What can they do to force this Holy Family team to have to guard up?
That's right. They're not playing aggressive enough. They're being outplayed right now. You can see that on the scoreboard. 3 fouls already on the Raiders. You've got to credit that to Holy Family so far. They came out strong, ability to break the Raiders' press. The Raiders only 1 steal so far on that press. It hasn't worked too well. It's resulted in some easy buckets for Holy Family. Some open looks in the corner and some open looks down low.
Yes, the Raiders most definitely need to play better defense, and we'll see what they can do. At the end of the first quarter for the boys' game, Raiders are up 8-4, so a very low-scoring game. The fact that they were able to hold the Rangeview Raiders, I think is what they are.
That's
the
right.
Rangeview Raiders.
Raiders versus Raiders.
Yes,
duel.
to 4 points, Jake, in the first quarter. Unbelievable. Jack Fade and I are celebrating here.
Talk about some storylines. It's Catholic versus Catholic and Raiders versus Raiders. A lot of fun here tonight. Hockey tomorrow as well.
Nice move inside with the left. What a play inside.
Alyssa Wells, the star. She'll come out at any moment. Already 6 early points for her.
Fakes a 3. Picked up her dribble a little soon, but gets it over to Van Sickle. Controlling pace. Still yet to score in this quarter. Avery Van Sickle thought about a 3. Pump fake. Jumper. High arcer. Foul. She should be shooting 2 free throws.
Shot that one all the way up to Kansas, and it came right back down. Didn't fall, but she'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
We are seeing the first 2 free throws from number 4, London Bachelet. She is a sophomore, 5'3" guard.
That's right, she got her first action at Varsity last year. Starting in the playoffs, Sam, they brought her in when it mattered most. She played well. Coach Maddie loves her style, her presence, and she's not afraid to shoot the 3 ball as well.
She isn't. Bachelet misses that first one. Free throws are going to be key in this one. As you can see, this Holy Family team, offensively sound and defensively sound. They need every bucket that they can get, as Madden McHugh will come in for Bachelet as soon as she knocks that one down, and she does. So 1 point for Bachelet as she comes back onto the bench, and Madden McHugh comes back onto the court, who has a 3-pointer on the evening. Jada Moore. Let's see if she can get the steal, recover it. She got it.
There's the hustle of Jada Moore. We've been waiting for it. She had Sam Jones open down there, passed it up.
Van Sickle,
Ooh,
crossover.
Look at that
corner,
crossover.
wide open. Madden. No good.
Trying to hustle for her own rebound.
Great hustle.
She's got Jada Moore. There it is. Shots up, and it's good.
Oh, that's a warm-up.
Beautiful shot there from Jada Moore all day long, and that's why she's going to play D1 in college, Sam.
That's a warm-up jumper for Jada. She can make that with her eyes closed. Holy Family getting it up the court fast, and it'll be out of bounds on the Raiders' Holy Family ball, as we're going to see the first action of the game for number 12, Jalen Garone, checking in for the first time this evening. Jake, we'll see what she can provide.
Only 5'3", so the Raiders have some size on her. I want to see Patrick go her.
Wow.
So you see that one go out of bounds. Patrick's got about 2 feet on her.
Yeah. Patrick's a tall person, though, Jake. He's very unique. He's very unique.
Right.
For someone to be as tall as he is, dancing the way he does, I mean,
it's impressive.
It's admirable.
I'm surprised we don't have the ladies over him right now. We're gonna have to tell him to back off.
There's a couple around us.
Couple suitors.
The night is young.
The night is young for the Raiders, and Avery
wide
Van
open.
Sickle. There it is. Bang! Avery Van Sickle getting on the board, 13-10. She started off 0-2, and there it is. We were just waiting for it, Sam.
We now have 2 Van Sickle siblings at this school, and that's the older one in Avery Van Sickle, knocking down her first 3 of the game. Floater, air ball.
Here come the Raiders. They're back at it again. They're playing their basketball. Avery Van Sickle. There it is with the left. You can count it. 5 straight points for Van Sickle, breaking the tie.
5 straight points for Avery Van Sickle. She's a star, people.
And Sam, we talked to her brother as he was about to check in. We said it runs with the family, huh? He gave a little chuckle.
Yeah, he was laughing as he was about to check in 2 nights ago. Great family they have, a very athletic family, great basketball players they are. Working the dribble. Holy Family starting to slow down offensively. Cross court, looking for an open person.
Coach Maddie McHugh clapping on the sidelines.
Pump fake. Almost gets it in there. Here comes Avery. Watch out. Watch out. Madden McHugh. Transition. Jada thought about a 3. Splits the double team. She has a wide open.
There
shot.
It is for an 8-point lead. Just off the mark. That was Kate Lord, Sam. We don't see her shooting a lot of 3s.
No. Here comes Holy Family. They have an option. Pump fake. Take. No good. They have 6 seconds. That was Mulberger with the board.
Jada Moore's got to push. Get the last shot off here. Take it home.
Oh, it spins out. Does a little toilet bowl action, but comes out of the rim, Jake. Oh, my goodness.
The toilet didn't want none of Jada Moore that time, but Raiders up 5.
So a tough game for Regis to start in the first 6 minutes, Jake, but those last 2, Avery Van Sickle coming alive with Jada Moore defensively, and they are now up 15-10.
That's right. They've been electric on every level. The press, Sam, finally starting to work.
People, we have an exciting halftime show yet again for you guys. No more Patrick dancing. I know Patrick's relieved. Instead, you're going to hear from the wonderfully hilarious, Jake, is all I can say, senior Craig Kenny is going to come in here in this girls division gym, and he's going to give us a halftime. He's going to be our analyst about the boys game. He's going to give us some updates, talk about some of the star players. He's going to give us everything you need to know about what we are missing from that Rangeview Regis game, and he'll be here at halftime. We're excited to have him. He's hilarious, people, and you'll see him with Sophia Marsnick and myself.
I'm excited. I can't wait. Craig Kenny getting his debut this year.
Yes.
Can't wait.
He was on that Coach Dar-led baseball team that won a championship last year. He's a catcher. He's phenomenal. He'll be playing at UNC, not North Carolina, Northern Colorado.
Darn, Sam. I was hoping those Tar Heels.
Oh.
Love them out in North Carolina.
Yeah. But he's excited. He'll play there, and we're looking forward to talking to him. And yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Looking forward to this second quarter here. Regis Jesuit on an 8-0 run right now. Sam up 5 points to start the second quarter here.
Over the top. Great pass by Holy Family. They couldn't get anything out of it. Dylan thought about that three. Working the dribble over to the side. Split action. Bounce pass. And they're going to call a foul on that. Coach Maddie does not like that one at all. The Raiders a little slow on the defensive end to start off this game. Late in rotations.
And this is basically your starting lineup back in right now. You got Jada Moore, you got Avery Van Sickle, Nia McKenzie, Sam Jones, and Maddie McHugh.
That high floater bounced on the rim, but Sam Jones alters that one, and it comes the other way with Jada Moore. Corner, Madden, mid-range, bucket. 5 points for Madden McHugh in this one. Great shot from Madden.
All day long, the Raiders extending their run 9-0 right now. The press has been on, the offense has been on. Trying to get another steal here. Looking up now, Holy Family. What a block there, Sam Jones.
And it's going the other way, Raiders ball. Excellent defense there from Sam Jones. She now has 2 blocks on this evening, Jake, and we still have another second quarter and second half to go. It's exciting to see what Sam Jones can do for this team.
I love that battle down low, Sam. Sam Jones and Cecilia Anarod. 2 blocks apiece for both of them so far, and we're only 1 quarter in.
Madden McHugh had a shot if she would have chosen to take it. Oh, what? An offensive foul. Poor call. That was not an offensive foul, but she'll come off the court, and they will bring in another player for the Raiders. That's going to be number 21, Emily Thomas, checking in for the first time. Another one of the freshmen. 5'7" guard.
She's a shooter. We saw her play in the JV game just minutes ago. She hit a couple of her shots, a very great shot form. You'll see in a couple minutes here.
Jada Moore is all over the place defensively. She's a great defensive guard. She can do it on both ends, though. She's starting off a little slow. She only has 2 points, 1 mid-range jumper. They need more from her if they want to make it to a championship run this year. Let's see what's going on here. They're going to bring off Madden McHugh and bring back on Savitri Jackson, still yet to score as well.
So the Raiders, Sam, rolling out with 2 freshmen and a sophomore and a young lineup right now in for Coach Maddie.
Yes. Pound dribble into the middle. Turnover.
Coming the other way with it is McKenzie. This is the freshman, the sensation. Little spin move there. Cannot hang on.
Out of bounds.
Nia McKenzie showing that she's still young, Jake. Still has a lot to learn under this Coach Maddie-led offense. But, Jake, if there's any coach that can get the most out of his players, it's Coach Maddie.
That's right. Talk about a player trying to fulfill the shoes and fulfill the role of Francesca Bolivia. It's Nia McKenzie. Only 6 foot tall at the forward position, but she is one of the biggest on this team this year, Sam, and she's only a freshman.
Nia McKenzie with great defensive hands. She's a star defensive player for a freshman. Holy Family, what a pass to the corner for 3. No good. That's Thomas with the board, and here they come in transition. Thomas to Jones. Good. Timeout, Holy Family.
Sam Jones already putting her 6-point on to top it off with 2 blocks. What a start for her. And the Raiders, 11-0 run right now for Regis Jesuit.
They're going to take a timeout, and so are we on the Raider Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Back here now, Holy Family with it, passing the ball, and the Raiders working the press again. Holy Family did a good job of beating the press to start this game in the first quarter. The Raiders have answered back with great defense recently. That's an air ball. Back the other way comes Jada Moore.
Jada Moore looking for an option. Cross court. Oh, she had it. Almost a turnover. Great save to Sam Jones, cutting. 8 points for Sam Jones.
Savitri Jackson, what a pass there. Unbelievable. Going out of bounds and flying as she gets the foul there. Raiders now up 11. Sam, they've scored the last 13 points here.
Great offensive showing from the Raiders as they're now up 11. And Jake, it can change that fast.
That's right. The defense has been there as well. The Raiders have not allowed a point this entire second quarter.
Here comes the Raiders. They want to hold this team to 0 points in this quarter if possible. Let's see what Holy Family can do. Dylan Sanders looking for help. Turnover. Dylan Sanders had no options.
That's right. Grace Wagon, the Notre Dame commit, loves it on the sideline, going to play lacrosse.
And that's a big loss, Jake, in this game. Obviously, it's a regular season game, but her tenacity on the defensive end, her aggressiveness. She's a 3-sport athlete. She's unbelievable. They need her when they have her.
It's one of the biggest hustle players at Regis Jesuit in any sport. She plays 3 of them. Sam Jones tried to do a little left-handed snipe there, could not.
Not smart there by Sam Jones. Got a little antsy there. Fake. Holy Family kicking it out. Great offensive step back. Pure. Excellent jumper there yet again from Alyssa Wells. She has a pretty jumper, Jake.
That's right. She already has 7 points in this game, leading this team in scoring this year. Strong player, a good leader for this team as well. She's a junior.
Working the dribble is Thomas. She's getting some extended minutes tonight. Inside to Nia McKenzie, who's able to save it. Down on the ground. Sam Jones, wide open 3. Pure! Excellent form there. That's number 1. Savitri Jackson with her first basket of the game, and it's a 3.
You cannot leave that freshman open. She'll make you pay. From way downtown, that was Savitri Jackson.
Cross court. Oh, Jada Moore almost got that steal. Excellent rotation by the Raiders.
Checking back into this one actually for the first time tonight, Sam. I think that's Colleen Malberger.
It is. Coach Maddie yelling out a play as Kate Lord checks in as well. Nia McKenzie and Jada Moore will take a break. Avery Van Sickle still out on the bench. She's in foul trouble. That's big for the Raiders. She has 5 points, but they need her, Jake, on the offensive end.
There's Sam Jones. She already has 8 points and a 3rd block there for Samantha Jones.
And a travel. Great defense from Samantha Jones coming alive with 3 blocks on the evening.
She's just, Sam, I got to say, she's stepped up her game so much since last year. Already you see it on the defensive and offensive ends. 6 more points and 3 more rebounds already, and it's only been a couple of games.
Working the dribble. Great pass inside to Sam Jones. Mulberger. Thomas. Back to Mulberger. To Sam Jones for 3. No good. Mulberger there. Offensive rebound to Sam Jones. And she's fouled. How about that passing, Jake?
They look like the Golden State Warriors of
yes.
2016, Sam.
Of 2016, not 2019.
I had to change that up a little bit.
Yeah, you got to make sure you got the date right. No, not the 2019 Warriors. They're terrible. I think this Regis team could beat them. That's how bad they are.
You see Emily Thomas checking in along with Michelle East for first action, the junior guard.
Also a multi-sport athlete, Jake. She's a field hockey player. She was on the same team as Grace Wigan this past year that made it to the championship. Ended up losing, but definitely a big one there.
Just so fun, Sam, to be able to call these sports and see these same athletes playing just different sports. They're so athletic and so talented.
Here we go, working the dribble.
Raiders on a 15-0 run right now. To 2, excuse me.
Jumper again. She is a beast on the offensive end. She just pulled up from the free throw line jumper. 7 points.
Alyssa Wells putting on a show tonight for these Raiders fans.
Jada Moore, crossover, floater. Not even close, but East recovers it. Over to Thomas up top. Jada Moore thought about a jumper. Raiders patient, moving it around. Jada Moore, crossover dribble. Over to Mohlberger.
Had the shot, passed it up.
Great patience by the Raiders, but great defense by Holy Family as well.
Got to move without the ball now, Sam. Nice pick there.
And they had Michelle East if possible. How about Jada Moore 3? In and out, offensive bold Mulger.
Second offensive rebound after just checking in just moments ago.
And I'm really impressed with what she's bringing off the bench, Jake. They need that energy.
Little Grace Weikendes play right now from Colleen Mohlberger. 2 offensive rebounds and checking back in, Samantha Jones. She already has 5 rebounds tonight, 3 of them offensive, to go along with 3 blocks and 9 points.
They need everybody on this team to play well. Jada Moore looking for a player. She better hurry. Sam Jones lost it.
What a pass there. That was Alyssa Wells down inside. What a finish to Maria.
Wrong person. Here goes the Raiders. Yes, people, you know we're the kings of messing up names. Jada Moore missing yet again. She's only had 2 points on the evening.
In my defense, Sam, she looks like a Maria. She
Yeah,
can make the Maria fit.
I could see the Maria. Maria with the ball. Just kidding.
Sorry, Dylan Sanders.
Dylan Sanders with the ball. Sanders, bounce pass. Inside. Honorad, off.
She threw it up to the rim and asked for a prayer, Sam.
Yes.
I mean, it's a Catholic versus Catholic night. I mean,
yes.
We expected it. We expected a prayer at some point tonight. I mean, we had to pray earlier today for our finals to go well. So
Oh, gosh, Jake.
tough week.
Tough
We're still
week
with
coming.
you, broadcasting 6 games this week. A record for us, Sam. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
And I'm also realizing I can't count, Sam. That's 5.
Madden McHugh, she could pull up from right there, chooses not to. Working the dribble over the top. Sam Jones, how about try another 3? How about you got it? Sam Jones. She's been the go-to scorer this evening.
Sam, how about this? Samantha Jones and Jada Moore combined for 20 of the Raiders' 27 points so far in this one.
That's what they do, Jake. They're stars. Great defense by the Raiders. They need to get back. Over the top. Jada Moore almost got that steal. On the dribble. Bounce pass. Going down the baseline. Off Sam Jones' foot. Great follow defense by the Raiders. Very impressed.
Sam Jones not letting anything in the paint now. Already 3 blocks, 2 steals as well to go along with their 12 points.
Here comes Madden McHugh off the turnover. She's fast. East thought about that. Instead gets it to a wide open McHugh.
Get the bounce.
Short.
Get that bounce.
Sam Jones the board.
Sam Jones, he might as well call her the garbage man.
Madden McHugh working the dribble. Off. Mohlberger again. No good. Mohlberger working. She can't get it again.
Mohlberger, 3 offensive rebounds. Sam Jones, 4. They're working hard tonight, Sam.
For 3. Got it. She rattles it in from the right corner.
Maria.
Good defense.
Maria.
Ave Maria. Sam Jones, mid-range. Not a good shot there, and the East can't get the ball. It's a single-digit lead. Sam Jones working for it. From half. For the prayer. No good. And it can't be answered.
She said a Hail Mary on that one, but it didn't go down.
So the Raiders slow to end that first half of action. 27-19 is your score. Some back and forth action from the Raiders, Jake, obviously. Definitely some improvements can be made on both ends, but what are you seeing out there that you like?
Yeah, so far in this game, it was Holy Family starting things off strong. Their press worked out well. Great defense on the Raiders. They had a lot of great shots from junior Alyssa Wells. They started the game off great. But Sam, the Raiders coming back strong. The press worked out well. 12 points already from Sam Jones. What a start for her. What a start for the Raiders.
Sam Jones playing great. She's got 12. Missed a couple shots, but for the most part, she's been great. She hit a 3. I've been telling you she's worked on her 3-point shooting, and it's paying off. We're going to have our halftime show coming up in just 1 second. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to your halftime show. Again, Sam Stern. Again, Lyric Swift is here with us. Thank you for being on with me, Lyric.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, first time having her on with us. We're so excited. Lyric, talk to me. That definitely a big second quarter, I'd say, for the Raiders, but definitely a slow game, something we're not used to seeing from this Raider squad.
Yes, I agree. Just pick up the intensity, and there's great defense right now. Just keep up the intensity, and knock down more shots. The shots aren't falling right now, and pass the ball around.
Yeah, definitely a lot of action, but the story, Avery Van Sickle, Lyric, foul trouble early. She only had 5 points. Definitely something you got to look for, and they need her firing at all cylinders if they want to win this game.
Yes, I agree. She's such a good component to this team, and she's always on top of it, and so she needs the fouls and just need to stop.
She does. And then the season as a whole, Lyric, this team, they make it to the semifinals every year. They obviously had Fran the past couple years, and that's why they've been so great. But this year they don't have her, but they still want to win a championship. What is it going to take from this squad to make it past that hump that they haven't been able to get over the last couple years?
I believe it's going to take heart. You have to just be there. And without Fran and missing that big, you're just going to have to play big, play with heart. And like everybody says, that sisterhood. Just play together.
Yeah, but we're liking what we're seeing from Sam Jones so far.
Yes.
She's stretching the floor.
Great big, yes. Agreed.
Yeah, she's been great.
She's filling those big shoes.
Yeah, she's been great. So the girls' basketball game has a lot more to go. You're going to hear from Lyric Swift after the game. We're going to actually have a post-game interview with Avery Van Sickle.
Okay.
We're going to hear more from her, and we're so excited to have her on and hear more from you, some more analyzation of the game. And thank you so much for being on with us.
Thank you for having me.
And we're going to have Craig Kenny come on now. Craig Kenny's going to come on. He's actually was at the boys' basketball game, people. I cannot even believe I'm saying this with you people. Craig Kenny is actually on the broadcast. Craig, thank you so much for being here.
It'd be an understatement to say it's an honor.
Yes, you've literally made my week. But okay, let's talk. Talk to me about that first half. I'm impressed, only down 2.
To say the least, yeah. Against a good Range team as well.
Yeah.
We came out of the gates hot, took an early lead. We're down 1 at half. But
yeah.
If you would have told me we're there before the game, I would have taken it.
Yes, I would agree with that statement. Talk to me. Who's playing the best so far from what you're seeing?
Defense has got to be Will Barbera, senior.
Okay.
Creating lots of forced turnovers.
Good.
Loose balls, and that's what's been keeping us in it. The defense has been really good.
Yeah.
And the offense, Mike, the junior's hitting shots from deep.
That's what he does.
Archer, the freshman, hit a 3.
Really?
Good to see that. Yep. Jim
Good.
was rocking. It's good to see Regis basketball back at it because we went off to a slow start, but we're back for sure.
And I've been talking to you during school about Will.
Yes.
Obviously a friend of ours. We're not seeing it on the offensive end, something that we're used to seeing. He's such a star.
Exactly.
What are we missing on that offensive end that's just going to push him over the edge?
Exactly. I think we're missing the movement, and he's not getting his open shots because we both know when he has his open shots, he's knocking them down.
Oh yeah.
Right? And it's a matter of fact, if we can get those shots, then he's going to knock them down, and we're going to be successful.
Totally.
And we saw a little bit of that in the first period or the first half. Excuse me. And that's why we're only down 1. So if we can have a strong second half here, we might get our first win of the year.
Wouldn't that be huge?
That would be huge. A statement win.
It'd be a statement. Now, one other question too about your baseball.
Yes.
Tell me, obviously I was talking earlier about in the broadcast, you're going to UNC next year.
Yes.
So excited for you.
Thank you.
But talk to me about the team this year. I know it's early, season hasn't started yet, but you guys have a lot of returning players back, and we're excited for you guys.
Well said, Sam. I mean, a lot of returning players coming back, and it's going to be an exciting season to say the least. If we can get some momentum early and get that senior leadership like we need, it's going to be a great year. And I'm looking to go far as well, and it should be fun for my last year as well.
Yeah. People, to say the least, I've been so excited to have Craig Kenny on with us. People, he's going to do a broadcast with me this year.
Absolutely.
You will have him on a broadcast this year, myself and Craig Kenny. It will be hilarious.
I'm literally shaking right now next to Jim Nance. I mean Sam Stern. It's been an honor. It's been an absolute honor.
I appreciate you, Craig.
Yeah.
Thank you. Keep me updated on the game. Text me.
I will. I'll text you. Let's go Raiders.
Go Raiders. Thank you, Craig. That was Craig Kenny, people. Coming straight to you from Guy Gibbs Arena, just next door, across the way, giving us some updates. We're so glad he decided to come with us and come give us an update. 3 minutes until game time. We'll be back with you in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back. Madden McHugh coming up top. Thanks again to Craig Kenny, the senior, doing that halftime show with us. Always good having him. He'll be on for a broadcast sometime this year. Jada Moore working the dribble. 27-19 is your score. Van Sickle back onto the floor, Jake, even through first half foul trouble, and Sam Jones has been playing great.
That's number 14 for Samantha Jones. She's putting the pedal to the metal even in the second half after a strong first half.
Working the dribble. How about Sam Jones coming up with the steal?
That's her fourth already. She is on fire tonight on both ends.
Avery Van Sickle thought about a pull-up three.
You take it, Sam. That's all you.
Oh my goodness!
17 points for Sam Jones. She's a workhorse.
And a timeout for Holy Family. Sam Jones is confident, to say the least.
When she's on, and tonight, she's on, baby.
I'm telling you, Jake, and I said this about Francesca Belibi last year. Obviously, it's something that never got fixed, but if Sam Jones can have a consistent jump shot, not only just from three, but just a 15-foot mid-range jumper consistently, Jake, this team has the trio to get a championship, in my opinion. I really do believe that. If they play on both sides of the court equally well and they get anything they want on both ends, I don't see why they can't win it all this year, Jake.
That's right, and this is all without Avery Van Sickle, too. She has not played much in this game with foul trouble. Like we said, we've had Sam Jones step up. She's put up already 17 points, and just an excessive amount of rebounds. She's got 3 blocks, 4 steals, so she's done her job. She's only averaged 7 points and 4 rebounds on the season. She's stepping up when it matters most. Jada Moore as well, and Van Sickle coming back in right now, and now she doesn't have as much pressure on her. Raiders up 13 points, and Sam, how about the defensive effort? Only 9 points given up from this team since the 5 minutes through the first quarter. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, Jake. It's huge. So Raiders going with a full court pressure to start off this second half. Almost turned it over. Almost turned it over again. Sloppiness. Great defense from the Raiders. Thought about a jump shot. Raiders following over the top. Here
nice steal.
Nia McKenzie. Nia takes it all the way and fouled. Great take from Nia McKenzie, looking to get her first 2 points of the game. Nia McKenzie, the freshman, coming in this year, and she's looking to bring a lot to this team, scoring, defense, as she misses that first one. She has a nice, pretty jump shot. She's played basketball for a while. She's experienced. She brings a lot of depth to this already stacked Regis Jesuit team, but misses there. How about another shot, and it's missed by Sam Jones. Big.
I think that's the first shot she's missed
all night long. And a jump ball. Sam. Jump ball coming too, Jake. Huge.
Samantha Jones just does not miss. That was the first one I want to think of all night long.
It's going to be Holy Family ball as they were with the possession arrow on their side. Working the dribble. Sam Jones got a hand on it, but Holy Family was the last to touch it.
Raiders ball.
Jack Fate giving an order to Jake Stewart about his iPad. Shut up, Jack.
Thanks, Dad.
Madden McHugh working the dribble. Avery Van Sickle calling for a screen. Working the dribble inside. Sam Jones, it spins around and goes through. She's on fire.
What can't she do, Sam Jones? 19 points. Scoring as many points as Holy Family, Sam.
She's almost outscored Holy Family tonight.
It's a battle of the Catholics tonight, the Raiders. Proven to be the better team so far. 15-point lead here, 5 minutes, 50 seconds left to go. Nice steal there. Here come the Raiders.
Madden McHugh to Jada. Fake to the outside, to the middle. Oh, almost finishes that acrobatic layup with some passion.
A little bunny hop there to evade the defender. Nice job there. Look for Alyssa Wells in the corner. They had her. Holy Family did.
Alyssa Wells turns it over again. Sam Jones in transition to Jada. Turnover.
Tried to go a little too fast there, Sam.
And that mid-range jumper is good. And let me tell you, Jake, that's a positive about this team. They have shooters all over the floor.
And the defense, Sam, we saw them step up defensively in the first quarter. Hasn't really been there since. As you see, Avery Van Sickle, that is her shot. that pull up. We see it from her brother Archer. We see it from Avery. Great shot. That's there all day long for Avery.
And as Craig said in the halftime, Archer scored his first basket as a varsity player today,
Wow.
Jake.
What a family moment,
what a big
Sam.
deal.
I'm sure she wishes she could be there for
We
that.
can't wait to tell her during the postgame. She's going to be pumped.
We'll have to. You'll see her on the postgame show. Excited. This is our first girls basketball broadcast of the season. We've done a couple boys. First chance for girls action.
Madden McHugh over to Avery Van Sickle. She has 7 points on the evening. She's been out with foul trouble most of that second quarter. How about a pull-up three?
Why
Short.
not? How about it?
And
Smart
the
play
Raiders.
there. Smart from junior Tyler Whitlock just to throw it off the Raiders defender. The Raiders going to take a timeout here, up 13 points, 4 minutes, 33 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Thanks for tuning into our broadcast tomorrow. Sam, I got to point out really quickly, our hockey team off to a great start so
love
far.
it.
So much fun, and we're excited to bring you those broadcasts back. It'll be myself and Jaron Johnson covering the game both tomorrow and Saturday as well. We'll have some basketball for you on Saturday, so we're excited. We're excited for a couple games. It's been such a big week for the Raider Sports Network crew, and you'll get to see RJTV in action as well tomorrow. The magazine coming out as well, had to mention it.
Huge.
So cool.
We are so excited. I've been in the office with Hunter Sullivan, Maddie Proctor, and Sophia Marcinik, Miss Arduini, and Mr. Dawkins, our wonderful journalism teachers here at Regis, and we worked our butts off, and we're getting it to you tomorrow, the premiere of Elevate, issue number 1 of the year of 3, and we are so excited to bring it to you. The RJ soccer team this year, boys soccer team, is the cover article this year, written by JP Pack. Make sure to read it. He is one of the best writers I have ever come across in my life. His articles are just riveting. The way he writes is just unbelievable. Make sure to check it out. JP Pack, an unbelievable writer, as he wrote the cover story for this year's magazine, and it's huge. And tomorrow, and make sure to, as I mentioned, you're going to see Jake and I on the last edition of RJTV for the semester. We'll give you your sports update and a couple bloopers, Jake, of our funny calls from this first semester of fall and winter sports, and we're excited.
They're so much fun.
They're
I just
fun.
wish we had more time, Sam. We
Me
got
too.
about hundreds of highlights on there to show you. We just picked a couple of the best ones and threw them on there.
Don't worry, people. We'll come out with a big highlight reel at the end of the year that Patrick Carlson is working on right now, and he's putting a lot of effort into it. It's going to be comical. It might get onto Saturday Night Live if we're lucky. Working.
London.
Jada over to Mulberger. She could have taken the 3. She does. No good. Hesitated there, Jake.
That's right. She had the shot. Took a little second. There's a 3 ball in and out. Hustling now with it is Jada Moore.
Jada Moore working the dribble. Euro step. Move. They're going to call travel on Jada Moore. She's having a rough game. Only has 2 points on the evening. Quick score update for that boys basketball game. Rangeview 30, Raiders 28 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. We'll keep you updated thanks to Coach Dar of the baseball team.
And they're hanging in there, Sam.
They are.
They may not look the part of an 0-4 team. They played well. Some tough games. Nice
Another
three-pointer
3.
there. Dylan Sanders, and she sure does look like Maria Quintana.
And a turnover. Here comes a wide open layup for Holy Family, and she squeezes it in there. It's now a single-digit lead. Madden McHugh and Nia McKenzie are getting ready to check in for defensive purposes.
Coach Maddie irate on the sideline. That's 8 straight points now for this Holy Family Tigers basketball team.
Avery Van Sickle inside to Sam Jones, who's been unbelievable. She's got smoke coming off her fingertips.
How many points is that, Sam?
21.
21.
My favorite number, Timmy D.
Patrick not appreciating your comedy right now, Sam.
Gosh.
4 players ready to check in for these teams.
Dylan Sanders is the primary ball handler for this squad. She wants it up top, does it.
Nice trap there by the Raiders. Back the other way comes Samantha Jones. Coast to coast, finding Jada Moore down low.
Got it.
You can count it.
4 points for Jada Moore on the evening. She needed that one. Hopefully seeing the ball go through the basket can give her some confidence.
The offense, Sam, just flying at all cylinders tonight. 40
and
points.
A steal.
The steal from London. You can meet me at the London.
And a foul as Jada Moore's going to the rim. She'll shoot 2. Great defense there by sophomore London Bachelet, who has 1 point on this evening. Jada Moore stepping to the line, and Jake, we've talked about it multiple times. Jada will be attending Kansas State next year, and they're looking for her to be an influential player right at the start as she misses that first one. But Jake, I'm glad that we get to come across this because she's still working on a part of her game, Jake, and that's the shot. She still needs to work on it. She's known for her drives to the basket. She's a great player around the rim, but shooting the jumper, Jake, is still in the process of being improved.
That's right. She's an excellent defender. She's got great ball handling skills, but that shot still has to fall. She's got to work on those free throws. As you see, 1 hit there. Checking in now for her, Jada Moore, is Savitri Jackson.
She'll come out with 5 as Savitri Jackson checks in. She has 1 3-pointer. She's a great shooter, lethal, a great freshman. Savitri Jackson and Nia McKenzie will be excellent for this squad as Sam Jones has 3 steals now on the evening, stacking the stat sheet. Madden fouled.
Yeah, that's a foul. It took a second there, Sam. I saw like 4 players push her over like a bulldozer. Finally getting the call.
Foul on number 12.
You mentioned it, Sam. Savitri Jackson, 3 more years left on this program. It's going to be exciting to watch her as well as these other freshmen. You talk about Emily Thomas. You talk about Nia McKenzie, some sophomores in London Bachelet out there. And Madden McHugh, just to name a few. So a lot of talent on this team for years to come. This team is not going away anytime soon.
Madden McHugh is a star player. She came in last year in her freshman year and really impressed. She was a heavy minutes player, and now she's a starter just like that as she nails 2. And Jake, she is known for her shooting. She's undersized, but you wouldn't know it. I mean, at times, Jake, she's a better shooter in practice than Avery sometimes.
I'll make a little soccer comparison, Sam. She's like the Brendan O'Toole of this team, a little undersized.
You're right.
She's a playmaker. She can get it done, and she doesn't let the size get to her as she wanted that one. The rest selling. Come on. No, that's not you. That's not you. Coming the other way.
Holy Family looking for one. They finally get it in. That was Daniela Herren.
She heard Jada Moore's footsteps there.
Daniela Herren is wide open. Instead, Sam Jones doesn't get the steal. She's trapped by 3 Raiders, and it's blocked out of bounds. Almost hit Michael in the head.
Sam, you could have called her Indiana Jones on that one. Sam Jones was on Raiders of the Lost Ark, finding that ball, tracking it down. 21 points tonight for Sam Jones to go along with 4 blocks, 3 steals, and 7 rebounds.
She's all over the place. High pass, out of bounds, turnover for Holy Family. 43-28 with 1:27 left to go in this third quarter. And then 23, Alyssa Wells checking back in. She has been the best player by far on the court. She has been hitting threes and hitting mid-range jumpers. She's been perfect.
Well, quick shout out to our terrific PA announcer, Michael Manugian. He's so good, he's getting paid, Sam.
He's great, but he needs improvement with excitement. You know I love to mess around with Mike. Working the dribble, Madden McHugh. Quick crossover dribble. I know, Pat, can you believe he gets paid and we don't? Unbelievable.
Pat, you're going to have to talk to Mr. Trico himself.
As
Colleen Malberger ready to check in.
Savitri Jackson, my apologies, took it to the rim and got fouled underneath.
Number 5, Colleen Mulbarger.
Colleen Mulbarger checking in for Sam Jones, who is with 21 points, 4 steals, 4 blocks, and a couple assists on the game, Jake.
The junior Michelle East checking in as well. She's passing the ball in. Got to get it away quickly. That's a 3 ball from way downtown. You can count it.
Excellent shot there by Emily Thomas for 3.
Her first points of the game. Emily Thomas, the Raiders offense clicking on all cylinders tonight. 46 points. We have not even hit the fourth quarter.
Traveling Holy Family. In for the Tigers, number 3, Dylan Sanders.
And Dylan Sanders will check back in, Jake. As I mentioned, she's the primary ball handler at that point guard position for Holy Family. They need her to come alive if they even have a chance at a comeback with a fourth quarter coming their way.
There's their star player. If anybody can get them back in, it's her. Tossing that one up. Nowhere to be found. Alyssa Wells, she wanted something, could not get it.
Here comes Nia McKenzie in transition. Gets it to Madden McHugh. Takes it to the basket.
Oh, what a
Euro
move.
step. and she is blocked out of bounds on Holy Family. She was blocked and met at the rim by Anurad.
So dangerous with the ball in her hands is McHugh, Sam. As you see the whole team checking in right now, a little 5-person switch out there.
They're going to bring in Savitri Jackson, Sam Jones, Avery Van Sickle, Jada Moore, and number 10, Kate Lord.
5 for 5, Sam. There you go. It's 100%. What a shot there, and it's good. There it is, Avery Van Sickle. She's back after a little bit of foul trouble early in this one. She has been nothing but money so far.
Pump fake. Sam Jones. No, that was Jada Moore. She almost got the steal, but it will be out of bounds.
10.1 seconds left. Raiders extending that lead up to 20.
Cross-court pass. Taking their time. Inside. Savitri Jackson was there, but turned it over. And off of Sam Jones. So a little back and forth action, a little sloppy right now, Jake. But I have to say, for the most part, the defense by the Raiders, totally different from the start of the game.
That's right. Only 18 points allowed since halfway through the first quarter. Coming alive, as you mentioned, Sam, in the offense as well. Clicking tonight. Very, very well done by this team. Answering back to the adversity provided by this team so far.
1.8 at the horn. No good. So 48-28 will be your score going into the fourth quarter. Big there, and on score update, Jake, it's coming down to the wire. 40-33, Rangeview was up with 5 minutes left to go in the game. So the game is still young, but they need to play better if they want to win this one. And Jake, 7 points. It's going to be interesting to see whether they have enough to stop this Rangeview team and pull the upset.
That's right. We talked about it with boys basketball, with girls basketball, just about virtually every sport you got to finish. The Raiders have been in it all season long. Against Overland, they were in it. They've been in it in tournament games in Arizona. You talk about the last game. They were in it as well against Boulder. Just about every game, they got it. Just have to hold on at the very end. Let's see if they can come back. What an exciting game, though, against a Rangeview team. You talked about it, Sam. What was it, a 90-point win they had last game?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
And they beat a Grandview team, Jake, in game 1 of the season. A huge matchup to start off the season that was huge, a great momentum shifter for them. And this game they looked at as an easy win, but the Raiders standing their ground and playing well, to say the least. And if they can pull out a win, Jake, it's really going to be influential.
That's right. Talked about influential tonight. It's been no further than Samantha Jones. 21 points, and boy, she has looked like a star player, stepping up in her starting action this year, as you see her with the ball right now.
Van Sickle, crossover, thought about shot, wanting to get it back. Instead, Nia McKenzie gets it and scores the mid-range.
Excellent shot selection from Nia McKenzie. She looked around, was very patient in the post, Sam, and decided to take herself mid-range jumper.
That mid-range jumper is a little high and hard. Saved by Holy Family. That was an interesting play.
Couldn't touch it there, so smart play by Daniel Hren.
Dylan Sanders working the dribble. She's trapped by Avery Van Sickle. Madden McHugh to the corner. Wide open on the outside, the sniper. No good. Avery Van Sickle grabs it.
She's a fighter as Avery Van Sickle. Nice job corralling that ball.
Jump ball.
And it will be Holy Family ball. Great aggressive play there by Holy Family, trying to stay in this one with 7:14 left to go in the game. Ravens beating the Jets 21-7, Jake. Big one for Lamar Jackson.
That's right. MVP candidate right there, and look at that shot. She's a candidate for player of the game for this team of Holy Family. She's stepped up all game long. That's Dylan Sanders. Yelling for the ball right now, screaming for it is Nia McKenzie. Can't get it to her. Jada Moore with it now.
Split Jada Moore. Oh, what a pass. It's going to be a foul before the pass on Holy Family. Excellent move by Jada Moore. And as I mentioned, Jake, that's what she does. She's great at splitting double teams. She's smart. She can take it to the rim. She can finish spin moves, and she can do it with some flair.
That's right, and I saw the Northwestern scout out there, on the court, raising his eyebrows there, seeing the play of these players out there, especially Avery Van Sickle, and he's loving it.
Has Avery Van Sickle
trying to show off. That's Avery Van Sickle.
No good. Nia McKenzie getting high and getting it there. Nia McKenzie, 4 points in this fourth quarter.
Sam, I know you love to make the swimming references, but I'll make one right here. She's a dumpster diver. She's a little diver. She could be on the swim and dive team. with all these rebounds coming up with it, Nia McKenzie.
That layup is no good. Jada Moore saves that one. Fake layup off. Not a great shot there by Jada Moore. She had the move, but not the finish. Cross court, jumper, off.
Air ball there, and that is unlike the star player, number 23, Alyssa Wells. She's been off recently. Sam missed her last 3 shots.
Here comes Mulberger checking in for Nia McKenzie. Nia McKenzie giving him some great minutes. She's going to see increased minutes when Grace Wygand is out. She's normally the starter, but she has done a great job on the defensive end, especially in her place. Working the dribble still.
Nice steal. Oh, Avery Van Sickle diving on the floor. Great effort there on hustle. Avery Van Sickle coming up with that loose ball, and it's Raiders ball now up 21 points. Clinging to a nice lead here at Regis Jesuit.
Michelle East going to check in. She's also gotten some limited minutes. Coach Matty Jake, he plays a lot of players in a game.
That's right, he sure does. A lot of these freshmen and sophomores getting some nice action. Great job to get them, alleviate the pressure, especially up 21 as you see Avery Van Sickle. There's the foul, good call. Saw her get some arm there.
And as Jake mentioned, Avery Van Sickle getting looked at by Northwestern today. And the Northwestern rep, actually, Jake, is sitting next to a future Northwestern baseball player next year, and Ethan O'Donnell, the senior. And let me tell you, Jake, he was one of the best players in the state of Colorado last year for baseball. He was a home run king. He did a lot of great things for that team, Jake, and Ethan O'Donnell is going to be a huge piece, along with Craig Kenny and Chase Allen and other players, if they want to win another championship this year.
That's right. They're so fun to watch. We're doing our best to try and get you some first baseball action, some first baseball broadcasting ever in the history of Raider Sports Network. We'll see what we can do. Update you throughout the season on our progress.
Just like they say at the Nuggets games, we won our baseball games. So I'm going to give you Patrick Carlson's phone number to complain, to make sure that we get those broadcasts.
Also,
because
if you ever are bored or you needed somebody to talk to, Patrick's there.
He is. We'll give you his phone number. Next time out, we'll have it for you. Mulberger to East. Patrick, we're broadcasting. Thank you.
She's money from deep. Can't get the bounce there. There's Avery Van Sickle.
Ooh, Van Sickle left it short. Mulberger with the board to Sam Jones. Picks it up. Van Sickle 3. Book it. Oh, she's off again. So we're seeing a lot of misses from Van Sickle right now, Jake. She's not finding her rhythm.
She's under pressure tonight with the scouts here. Gotta hit some of these, Sam. Gotta show off.
Mulberger with the board. Let's see if they can get Avery Van Sickle alive. It's a 23-point game, 54-31. Coach Matty calling out a play. Quick crossover dribble from Madden McHugh. Pull up. No good. Again, it's Mulberger working. And it's going to be their ball as it was a jump. Great hustle by Mulberger, Jake. I'm impressed.
I am as well. As you see, two Raiders players checking in right now. It's London, Bachelette,
number 23, Jada Moore.
And Jada Moore as well, and number one Savitri Jackson as well. So a plethora of Raiders players checking in right now for the final 4 minutes and 28 seconds of this one. The Raiders clinging to a 23-point lead. Trying to come out of here with their third win of the season. A young season, Sam, but so far a promising season for the Raiders.
Inside, Mulberger, turnover. Just handed it to the other team. Here comes
Dylan Sanders with the steal just a minute ago. She's been playing great.
Now she has the ball over to the left side. Alyssa Wells, their primary offensive option. She's hit a couple threes on the evening and a couple mid-range. Great movement right now by Holy Family. Dylan Sanders. Kick it. Pump fake. Wide open 3. Book it.
She's back, Alyssa Wells, after missing her last 4 shots, and they're going to need her, not just in this game, Sam, but the rest of the season. She's got 14 tonight so far.
Excellent movement from Alyssa Wells. Savitri Jackson, great cross-court pass. Jada Moore back to Savitri Jackson. Looking for a play with the left. Almost a turnover, but it's off of Holy Family.
Sam, one of the things you love to see in this second half, is the Raiders only 1 foul right now. They've continued to play aggressive while limiting the fouls. I know that's what they tried to do at halftime. The first half, a lot of fouls in the first quarter. They've done a great job at limiting that this quarter.
Avery Van Sickle dribbling, calling out a play up top. Over to Savitri Jackson, over to Avery Van Sickle. Pure. Oh,
There
that
it is.
jumper.
Showing off right in front of the Northwestern scout, and he's loving it. We're loving it, and I'm sure she's loving it as well.
Van Sickle's shot form is one of the purest shot forms of any boy or girl basketball player I've seen in my time here with RSN. Another pull-up jumper.
Sam, as you see the rebound from London Bachelette, I haven't heard a lot of shoe talk from you tonight. Tell me a little bit about the shoes out there.
Well, I actually love it. As Avery Van Sickle loses it there. All the Raiders are wearing the same shoes. It's an Under Armour shoe.
Okay.
I like Under Armour.
Color coordinated. Why
Yes.
not, ladies?
And how about this for Holy Family, Jake? Sponsored by Jordan Brand.
Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty holy.
That is pretty holy. Talk about a holy guy, and Michael Jordan, MJ, one of the best players ever to touch a basketball.
You might as well just call him the Jesus of basketball.
Might as well.
Through the legs, a little nutmeg. London doing a little dive on the ground.
Bachelette was trying to turn this into a Cirque du Soleil show. Corner three. No good.
Corralling the rebound was Kate Lord, the multi-sport athlete, getting some action tonight. They're keeping Avery Van Sickle in now. Pop it up for three. Can she get another? Yes, she can. 2 in a row for Avery Van Sickle, and she's on, folks. 60-36 the score now.
Big one there, and Jake, a sad score update coming to you with a minute left. The Raiders are down 7 to Rangeview, and obviously anything can happen, not counting them out completely, but against a team like Rangeview, Jake, you don't want to be down by more than a possession in a close game.
Just a heartbreaker, just a heartbreaking start to the season, heartbreaking game. And Patrick mentioned it to me earlier, a stat you don't hear a lot, especially with Raiders sports, but slowest start to the season since 2008 for this team. 2006, thank you, Patrick. They have not started the season well, but we know if any team can rebound back, it's them. Sam talked about it last game. Toughest schedule to start the season. So played well against Overland, playing well tonight, holding this Rangeview team to only 4 points in the first quarter. So not a bad performance by them, but they got to finish.
They do, and obviously it's a long season with more games to come, but they really wanted to pull off a major upset here to get their first dub of the season. But it's tough when you're playing a team in Rangeview who beat Grandview and who beat a Prairie View team by 90 points. Here comes Dylan. Oh my goodness, how do I not have this memorized? Sanders coming up the field. Thank you, it took me a while.
Sam. Should I do the "We Are Proud of You" chant now?
No.
Be a rowdy for the day. Back up, rowdy. Sam Jones was screaming defense there to no avail. The shot was good.
They have Mulberger if they want.
They're giving the time to clock on here.
A minute and 24 seconds left to go here. Raiders up 60-38 here, trying to get their 147th win to 18 losses here at home. Just a fascinating home record, wouldn't you say, Sam?
Yes, and the game is over, people. The Regis Jesuit boys basketball team going now to 0-6 on the season as they lose by 7 to the Rangeview Raiders in a sad and tough loss.
Pretty soon they'll have to start bringing you in there, Sam.
58-51. You know, I am available. I am a free agent right now in the market, not asking for a lot of money on my contract. But
forget Patrick's number. We'll give him your number as well.
Yes.
Patrick can be your agent.
Yes, he can. Definitely someone who brings defense to the table and some three-pointers when necessary.
Patrick?
No, me. Trust me, not Patrick. He just brings dancing to the table.
Savitri Jackson knocked down both of those free throws. Holy Family trying to get a little spark towards the end of the game here. Brought their backups in here to end it. This is a team, Sam, that won 23 games last season, so you can't take them lightly as you see a 4-point play there. That's number 21, Daniela Hren, sister of the star player. Her sister, Sam, one of the greatest scorers in the history of this team. She was a true leader last year for this team. That was, give me a second here, Sam.
Good.
Let me see if I can.
Take your time.
Let me see if I can get this one.
Okay.
Izzy Hren.
Nice.
17 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Free throw, good. Excellent three-pointer there, very pretty. Working the dribble, Thomas. Oh, there's definitely a foul on that. I heard the slap all the way from Houston, Texas.
Oh, my goodness. Sam knows it well, too. He knows Houston, Texas well, folks. See if she spots up for another three. She won't.
That's
Looks
a
like
double, too.
She carried that in a lunchbox sack, just like Matthew Bear carrying lunches. And here we go. Will it be a Francesca Belibi dunk? It won't, but it will be a very fantastic layup. That's Kate Lord. She'll score goals in field hockey. She'll score them in lacrosse, and now she'll score buckets in basketball.
Oh, how about those hands by Thomas getting on the ground? Inside, Savitri Jackson steal. Savitri Jackson working the dribble. She wants to take it all the way. Pass inside.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh,
Savitri Jackson, what a treat to watch.
And it's over. The Regis Jesuit Raiders are still undefeated on the season. 64-42. Huge for the Raiders.
An offensive showdown tonight for the Raiders, and they stepped up on a Catholic night. The Raiders coming up big against Holy Family, taking this one. Avery Van Sickle was on to end this one. And Sam, how about Sam Jones? 22 points off the bench. What a start for her to this young season, stepping up big.
Unbelievable game from Sam Jones. Huge. And you're going to hear from Lyric Swift, who's going to be back on with us in just a second. We're going to take a minute here to get ready for this halftime show. You're also going to hear with...
Post-game show.
Yes, post-game show. My apologies. You're also going to hear from Avery Van Sickle briefly after we have our post-game show. So stick around for the next while, and we'll take a break here on the Raider Sports Network. See you in a minute. Welcome back to the Raider Sports Network. Again, Sam Stern, Jake Stewart, and then back with us, Lyric Swift. Going to talk about the game with us a little bit here. So first I go to you, Jake, about that second half. A balanced effort, to say the least, but obviously a game that the Raiders win by a large amount. They're now 3-0 on the season. And what are you seeing from this team that's good?
I think the defense is there. I think that press really worked come the second quarter. It was a little bit of a struggle to start. You saw Holy Family getting a lot going, but the Raiders really clamped down towards that second quarter. Then, Sam, the offense worked. Sam Jones was getting everything she wanted down low in the post from outside as well. You saw Jada Moore finally getting things going towards the end, as well as Avery Van Sickle spotting up from anywhere she wanted. So a great start from the Raiders. 3-0 to start the season. Couldn't be happier if you're a Raiders fan.
Yes, Jake, and Lyric.
I can't hear anything.
Lyric. Yep, you're good.
Okay.
Lyric, you're back with us, and Jake mentioned Sam Jones. How about Sam? She's coming alive right now.
Yes, I saw a lot of boards that she got and rebounds that she put back up. She was really present in that second half.
Yeah, and she's doing not just defensive help. She's a great defensive player, don't get me wrong. She got the steal, she got the defensive boards, and she got blocks, obviously. But offensively, she's hitting threes now. When she's hitting threes, the offense is unlimited.
Yes, agreed. She's just showing up where she needs to be, and she's like that perfect fit to this team right now.
She is, and then back to you, a question for both of you. Obviously, I was talking to Lyric Swift at halftime about the Raiders' chances at making a run all the way to the title. And for both of you, what is it going to take for this team to get over the hump and make it to that illustrious championship that they've been wanting now for the past 3 years?
I think you talked about it, Sam. I think you have the ingredients this year. It's just mixing it all together, getting that finish, and getting the final steps. Go all the way. You talked about it. Go to the Final Four the past couple years. You have the potential still with this team. Some freshmen, some sophomores stepping up as well. I think it's leadership, Sam. I think you got to have Jada Moore. You got to have Avery Van Sickle. Some of those older players step up this year, really lead this team, just like Francesca Belibi did last year.
How about you, Larry?
I totally agree with what he said. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, it's going to take a balanced effort from everybody on the court, Jake, and not just everybody on the court, those five, but everybody on the team has a role, and they need to do it to the best of their ability. And obviously, Grace Wygand was out. Obviously a huge loss at any time. She brings so much tenacity on both the offensive and defensive ends of the floor. But when they have a full team, they can do just about everything on the court. And I'm excited to see them at full strength play against some of the best teams in the state. You talk about Grandview, they're still great. You talk about Highlands Ranch, who has one of the best teams in girls basketball history in Colorado. I mean, I'm excited to see them play against these really good teams in Colorado.
That's right. You talk about the do-your-job mentality, Sam, and I think it really lends to this, the depth of this team. You talk about Savitry Jackson, Madden McHugh, London Bachelette, all players stepping up with the loss of Grace Wygand. They all were aggressive. They all played their best, and it really showed tonight in the result. The defense really came alive come the second half, and the offense came with it as well.
Also, Nia McKenzie showed up a lot in the second half, freshman, so.
Yeah, and what do you think she brings to this team?
I think she brings size, and also she's very athletic and aggressive, so and great on offensive sides. So she's all around a great player.
She is. Lyric Swift, thank you so much for coming on with us. You're going to hear her throughout the season. She's going to be an analyst with us here on the Raider Sports Network. We're so happy to have her.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
And obviously, as we mentioned earlier, Avery Van Sickle's going to be on with us in just a little bit for our post-game interview. We can't wait to talk to her about her game tonight. Obviously, Northwestern in the house. And then, of course, her brother, we're going to have to talk to her about it, scoring his first points as a varsity player here at Regis as a freshman. The Archer, as Craig Kenny said at halftime. We are so excited to hear from Avery in just a little bit. Thank you so much for spending your evening with us here on the Raider Sports Network. Again, for Lyric Swift, Jake Stewart, and Sam Stern, we'll be back with you in just 5 minutes. Here's our latest RJTV episode. Hit it, Patrick.
Good morning, Raiders, and welcome to the decade's last episode of RJTV.
The Christmas special. This week on RJTV, we look at Mr. Turner's ambitious project to recreate Henry David Thoreau's desk. The girls swim and dive team starts a brand new season.
Our blooper reel and the return of Between Two Freshmen. That and more this week on RJTV.
Mr. Turner's AP Lang class got out of the classroom and into the scene shop.
Into the scene shop? Why?
To build a desk, of course, from the 1800s, too.
Alrighty. Kieran Baker and Caroline Cloart have the story.
The Woodshop, a place full of unused potential.
Mr. Turner is teaching his AP language classes about Henry David Thoreau in an unconventional way.
So we need to go like this, right?
He hopes they get more out of this project than just a replica of his desk.
My intent, of course, is just to empower our young people here to learn that you can make your own furniture. You don't need to go to IKEA and watch couples fight and get lost in that maze of Swedish stuff.
And he trusts his plan and personal experience.
I did it myself to kind of go through the whole process and figure out everything that hopefully could go wrong, and then trying to figure out how to communicate it to students.
His students have already learned a lot of new skills, like different ways to saw.
With the grain, I think that's what it's called, where you saw in line with it. And
Instead
then
of
the
going
cross
against
cut, against the grain is the other way, and it's really hard to saw that way. And then there's also cross cut, where you just cut across.
There are 2 desks being made between 3 classes, and it can be chaotic.
They're picking up where the last one left off, right? So it's really a kind of collaborative effort.
But teamwork is key.
They're taking turns. Everybody's trying something at least once.
The students are enjoying the time out of the classroom.
It's fun to do some hands-on action instead of just reading every day.
As well as the new things they're learning.
My favorite part is getting to use a saw, because it's really empowering to just go through the wood.
Their goal is simple.
So we're trying to build a model of the desk that he built.
They're inspired by how Thoreau
And try to live in the moment by only surviving on the necessities of life. And so we're not using any modern tools. We're using anything that he would have used in his time. Just my cross.
I can use a block plane later to square up.
when the desks are done.
They're going to live in room 105. Students will use them as desks, as standing desks probably is how they make the most sense. And then we're actually going to use them as part of a project next semester as well. They're going to be a physical artifact of their learning in the classroom.
This is Caroline Cloart and Kira Baker. for RJTV.
Nailed it.
Thanks, Kira and Caroline. That was thorough. Get it? Get it, Will? Thorough?
You're hilarious, Will. Just
I know,
hilarious. Raider Sports Network have had a phenomenal season this year, with thousands of viewers tuning into each game.
Your lead commentators, Jake Stewart and Sam Stern, are here for your Raider Sports Spotlight.
What's up, Raiders? My name is Sam Stern, your Raider Sports Network play-by-play.
And I'm Jake Stewart, your RSN color commentator.
Welcome to the last sports spotlight of the semester.
For the first time since 2012, the Varsity Poms team made the state finals, placing 5th in the 5A Pom division. Cheer also made history with a 5th place finish out of 32 teams.
Wrestling is off to a strong start with returning champ Antonio Segura leading the way. They wrestle in the tournament tomorrow at Lewis Palmer.
Girls basketball with a fiery start as well, having defeated rival Mullen earlier this week.
The boys' basketball season is in full swing, being led by my friends Will Barbera, Chase Allen, and Roman Hamilton. They will be playing at Cherry Creek this Saturday. Be there to support your hometown team.
Hockey squares off tonight against Denver East at 5:40 and tomorrow against Heritage at 6:30. They're in the hunt for yet another state championship this year.
The girls' swim and dive team is in action. Here's RJTV reporter Eliza West with more.
2019 girls swim team is looking better than ever.
The swim team is definitely one of the families that I think I have in my life, and every girl on that team is just so supportive.
Before I came in freshman year, I didn't know if I wanted to keep swimming really, and I was not liking club as much, and then high school season came and it reminded me how much I love swimming and why I do the sport.
Ava joined swimming because
Community, we do so much together. We have team lunches, the team sleepover, pasta parties before the big meets.
We have a lot of new freshmen who are really showing up, and I think we have a really good shot at the state title this year. It's really those people that you get to swim with every day and be in a lane with and laugh with that make the sport what it is.
This is Eliza West with RJTV.
Thanks, Eliza. It's been a tremendous season of fall and winter broadcasts, and it has been a pleasure bringing you some live action. For Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson, Jack Fate, Ben Gelfand, Sophia Marcinik, and Angela Surwa-Marfo, my name is Sam Stern. You have a great break.
Thanks, Jake and Sam.
Now I have a real treat for you all. Back with another Between Two Freshmen.
Forget what you know about this show so far, because you ain't seen nothing yet.
All right, cool. We can't do too much light. Will melt with that Irish skin.
Okay, because it feels a little dark back here.
No, it's like that's just a reflection of your soul.
Hello, and welcome to Between Two Freshmen. I'm Will Cassidy, and today I'm joined by former monk and current teacher, Joshua Liu. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, very happy to be here today.
Happy to be here. I mean, you've requested it about 50 times over the past 2 months. So,
well, I would like a change of pace to be entertained for once while watching this.
Big Notre Dame guy over here.
Look.
Do you overrate all things?
I would say no, but I think most people who get defensive, or not defensive, but mock Notre Dame are the people who they couldn't get in.
So how does it feel to know that your students only like you because you're lazy?
It's kind of ironic hearing that from you, from what I hear from your teachers about your work ethic.
I mean, you're not wrong here. So your best friend just had a baby.
Dr. Renner.
Yes, Dr. Renner. Do you feel replaced as the whiny force in her life?
I haven't met my competition yet with Poppy, but I think I'll give her a run for her money.
You're a big Beyonce and Dolly Parton fan.
True.
Which year of the baby boom were you born?
We're back with the star player for the Raiders, Avery Van Sickle, along with Jake Stewart and myself, Sam Stern. Avery, thanks so much for being on with us.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
So, first off, before we talk about you in the game, I have to give you some news.
Okay.
Your brother scored his
I
first
heard
points as a Raider.
I heard at halftime.
Tell me what the feeling is.
Oh, I'm so proud of him. I know before the game today he was really excited to play, and I just really wanted him to do well. So hearing that news at halftime made me really happy. So
he's awesome. He's been great.
Yeah, he's been awesome.
What the Raiders need this year.
That's so awesome to have a sibling playing in the program. It has to be
amazing.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Tell me, what's your question, Jake? Next.
Okay, so I want to talk about the future, right? You go to Arizona next Tuesday. You
Yep.
play against Seton Catholic, and they're a really good team, 4-0. How do you guys take your momentum from this 3-0 start, take it to Arizona, and then you guys get a little bit of break after that, a little time off for Christmas?
I'd just say it's all about practicing, really preparing for the games ahead. It's kind of nicer because those teams don't really know us as well, so they're not as prepared of who's who on our team coming in, so they don't necessarily know I'm a shooter, or Jay does a really good slasher, or Sam's really good in the paint, or that everybody can shoot, so it's more of like new faces for us to do what we can do and not like have to adjust as much to the other team.
Yeah. And obviously, as it is every year, the goal, as always, win a championship.
Oh,
and
yes.
obviously, with Fran the last couple of years, with Highlands Ranch and Grandview, those teams were just so good the last couple of years. But this year, obviously, Fran's gone, but you got Sam Jones playing at a whole new level.
Yes.
You're obviously back, and you do such a great job for this team. And Jada Moore, as you mentioned, the job that she does, she's going to be at Kansas State next year.
And the freshmen and sophomores, too, this year.
Yeah, you guys have some great young talent.
We have really great freshmen this year that have contributed so much, too,
But what is it going to take to get over that hump if you guys want to get to that championship game this year?
Chemistry, team chemistry. We have a new offense this year, which we're trying to get used to. And I think once we get that down, it's just about how we play with each other and just how to get each other open. And I think that's what will really help us in the future. And, like, our defense. Our defense will be really, really big. Especially if we're going to be going against like 6'8" girls.
Yep.
So, yeah, I just say defense and just chemistry. So,
I have to ask you really quick, who do you think is the biggest competition this year in the state of Colorado?
goodness, always Grandview.
Yeah.
That's just our rival. That's just kind of how it is every time we play them. I mean, Creek's a great team this year, but I'd say it's always Grandview.
People, Xavier Van Sickle coming on with us after the game. Good luck in Arizona.
Thank you so
and we will
much.
see you back in a while. Again, Sam Stern, Jake Stewart, Avery Van Sickle staying on with us. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for some hockey. Have a great evening.